Hello guys and welcome back to Pure Heart. Chris here, as usual, back again with another album review. And guys, before we get started, then make sure you guys hit that like button on this video. It really helps out this channel. And also comment down below what you guys thought about this album. And also if you're new here or a returning visitor, then please hit that subscribe button. I try to do new videos every week. And so there we are. So let's get into it. So Lost in Wonder by Elle Limebear, I think that's how you spell it, or I don't know, is her very first studio album. She's the daughter of very famous worship leader Martin Smith. She was also one of the singers from Bright City. She's on literally Pandora's top Christian breakout stars of 2020. She's also on the Roadshow tour that's coming up, or that's in swing, I don't know. And so yeah, so there's a lot of hype behind this album. And so with that hype, honestly, I actually enjoyed it. Yeah. It's very interesting because it feels like that, you know, she has that hand with also in worship music. So you can see a lot of just with every song of how it's structured with literally verse, chorus, verse 2, chorus, then bridge, 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 and then chorus, and then chorus. Yeah, and so that's pretty much, you know, basically seen all over for all of her songs. Most of them don't deliver here and there. They could have been structured better, and so there's that. But there is actually quite good just with the structures of some of these songs and just the way that they're played out lyrically and musically. And that's also one thing that I will say that's really great. At least the way that she does with some of the music's songs is really great. Some of those would have to be Goodness, Eyes Wide Open, where it starts off into this regular piano and then literally within 30 seconds later it's into the synth piano, and it really works out with the way that she's trying to go at it, and with this more popish type of vibe. And also with the song What Love Looks Like, where it has this type of acoustic pop-ish vibe, and it really works out very good with the song. And in fact, she has these four single versions of those two songs, What Love Looks Like, and also Goodness, Eyes Wide Open. Also the songs of Holding Me Still, and the song that she's actually most famous for whenever she was at Bright City, which was Maker of the Moon. And you get two versions of that within this album. And it's really hard to pick out which one's the better one of the Maker of the Moon. But one of the versions is shorter and a little bit more condensed, and I kind of like that and enjoy that. But also the long one is very good and very done very well and very enjoyable. Holding Me Still, I would have actually preferred the single version better than the one that we actually got onto this album. Not saying that it's a bad song, it's just with the single version it is a whole lot more condensed, and it would have benefited just a little bit here and there. That's my only sense onto that. There is a few songs here and there that, you know, second time listening to, at least I enjoyed it kind of the first time, but then second time I was like, okay, yeah, my stamp is really like, this is okay. Songs like Your Love Is Forever just kind of sounds like a generic Christian pop song. So, you know, if you kind of like that stuff, then you'll love that song. You know, she does take some risks with the song Angels. That's, you know, that's up to you guys' interpretation right there. I also didn't really enjoy the song Born to Be Wild. Couldn't really understand what she was trying to go for. Is like, okay, are we supposed to have these big dreams or what? Or maybe that's what she was trying to say. I didn't really care for it because it just was kind of borderline. It's like, yeah, no thank you. But there is some really good onto this album, like I said earlier, with What Love Looks Like, and also Goodness, Eyes Wide Open, and also these songs with the first song North Star. I enjoyed that because of the metaphor that it had as Jesus as the North Star, where he's always constant, he's always guiding us into the direction, as what the actual North Star does with ships and traveling. And it's just really great. And you could also think of it as within whenever Jesus was being born, as they were following the stars, and I believe it was the North Star that they were following. I don't really know. I just know that the wise men were following a star within that. So it's a really nice imagery and metaphor within that song. Also, the song All the Time, where it had this play on to where God is good all the time God is good, or that very famous saying. And that's was a really great song. And also with some of these songs, I could literally see them being transformed into actual worship songs. Maybe that's what she was trying to go for here, just with the formula of every song onto here. And so, yeah, I could literally see some of these songs going into worship. They're very, very singable. They're not very hard to follow. Some of them probably might have to read over and just be like, okay. And she also does have some collaborators onto this, one of them being One Sonic Society with Love Song. Didn't really care for that song. It's just kind of annoying by the middle part. I was like, okay, change the chorus. And it was really the chorus part. Didn't really enjoy the chorus. It's just, eh. And she also has a song with her dad, Martin Smith, who whenever he was with Delirious, ? Then, they have their song on there, which is called Lord Have My Heart. Not a huge fan of that song, but I'm very glad that they were able to have a moment with father and daughter and able to really change it up just with the lyrics, because I think it's Martin Smith that is the singer for Delirious, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really listen to them growing up and realize that they're actually a thing until I actually did some research. So there we are. And so, yeah, overall, I would have to give this album a 3.75 out of 5 casually listening to on the Christian radio station. Honestly, with this review, I was about to give it 4 stars, but, there's some songs listening to secondhand I was like, okay, yeah, that would be no. Just with some of the lyrics, really, and some of the music style, it just didn't work with some of that. But overall, an enjoyable album that I actually had very fun listening to. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these make it onto the radio or a Sunday worship set list, just with how they're structured. And so with that, if you guys would leave a like onto this video, comment down below what you guys thought about this album and what your guys' favorite song off this album was, and also what you guys want me to review that I missed or that is coming up in the future. And also, if you're new here or a returning visitor, then hit that subscribe button. It really helps out this channel. And with that, you are loved. Boom.